Hey Flosstube, welcome to Creative Whim Studio. Hey guys, long time no see. Not really, but 2 videos in 1 week. I know, crazy. But I'm gonna actually be having another video coming up next week, which will be my 10,000 subscribers giveaway video, because there's gonna be so much of it that I didn't wanna put it at the end of my Flosstube. So it'll be a video all on its own next week. And that'll be fun. So, oh my gosh, we're still getting caught up from Nashville. So we had pre-orders from shops that placed their order before Nashville, but they weren't going to Nashville. So we had to ship those when we got back. So I worked with Kevin on Wednesday, Thursday with the grandkids, and then I worked with him again on Friday. And we're doing well, getting all of that done, but we ran out of books. They're on order, so we have, it frustrates me to no end when we run out of product. You know, it's one of those things where when you have something printed, it takes time. That's why a lot of our charts we just print in-house and do the covers and the instructions and stuff them, and you know, that's how we did our business until 2020 when I came out with my first Celebrate book. So that's the only bummer about having the books. However, let me just say this. With all of the things that I came out with at market, had I not had those 5 books, and if those were all charts that had to be stuffed, there was no way we would have been prepared. Because with a book, there's no stuffing. You know what I mean? I designed the book and have them printed so we don't have to stuff them and print them in-house and cut the covers and fold them, and you know. So there's good and bad, or I shouldn't say good and bad, but there's pluses and minuses. I guess it's the same thing. Anyway, for each way that you come out with charts. I prefer the books. I love the look of the books. I love the feel. The company I work with does such an amazing work, and I prefer that. However, having said that, in order to keep the cost down, you have to order large quantities. So therefore you run into issues of storage, and then when you see sales dropping off, you wonder, do I reprint? You know, you come to a point where you don't know if you should reprint it or not, because you have to order a ton to get that lower price to make it more affordable. So anyways, there's some downfalls to having your books published. Anyways, hi, my name is Theresa. Welcome to Creative Whim Studio. Sorry, I just started right off on a tangent, didn't I? Today is Saturday, the 12th of March, and it's winter again here. We had the grandkids on Thursday, which was, as you guys know, my favorite day of the week. It was so fun, and we were outside. It was nice out. It had to be in the 50s. I don't think I ever really looked, but it was nice out. Took the grandkids outside. They all winter, because they can see the swing set from where we eat, and all winter they have been saying, we want to swing, we want to swing. And it's like, it's too cold out, we can't go out. And anyways, we went out Thursday. It was wonderful. We played outside for a while. Boy, they worked me out hard. So Kevin came down to fill orders while they were napping. Well, they got up from their nap. They didn't nap very long like they normally do. And they got up earlier. And so he was still down here working when we went out to play on the swings. And, you know, when it's him and I both, I push one and he pushes the other, you know, works out beautifully. Well, it was just me and the dog. So Athena wanted me to throw the ball for her, and she kept getting in between the kids as they're swinging really fast, and I was so afraid she was going to get hit by one of them. So this was my method. I would take Easton and I would push him and I'd run under the swing so he could get some height. And then I would do the same for Athena. Well, first I would throw the ball. Do the same for Athena. Yeah, Athena was on the swing. I would throw the ball as far as I could for Athena, and then I'd run over and I'd push Easton, and then I'd swing back around and I'd run over and I would run under Ellery under the swing. And about that time, Teeny was on her way back, and then I would throw the ball for her and I'd run and push. I mean, I got the best workout that day. Did I hit 10,000 steps though? No. Am I ever going to hit 10,000 steps? Yes. I am determined, and I will when the weather breaks and I can go on walks. I want to do some, I love in the springtime to go for walks out in the woods. I love it to see all the things starting to bloom. So I'm going to get that 10,000 eventually. So yeah, we're, like I said, still just catching up from Nashville. And what also is taking place is that everyone's having their market days this weekend. So they are selling out of things and then placing reorders. So we're still, we're still cranking them out. We have 2 books on order to be shipped, and one of the other books I need to reorder as well. So that's all good news. That's wonderful, but it has really slowed down our shipping. Sorry to say, but okay. Announcements. My angel bag. Okay, so in my video that I posted earlier this week showing, my Nashville recap, and a lot of the pictures I was posing with this bag, and I had people wanting this bag. Somebody asked me if it was available, and I said no. Well, I was mistaken. I was thinking this was a licensed product, and it's not. So it is still available. And so hopefully whoever that asked me that at market sees this video. I doubt it. It's a very slim chance that they would. But it was a shop owner, and I don't remember which shop owner it was. Otherwise, I would email them. But in the comments from my video, and anyways, I've been getting a lot of comments. I think it was on Instagram too. Hey, where'd you get that bag? Is it available? So this bag is print on demand from this company called Vida, V-I-D-A. I'm going to put a link in the description box below. Their products are very nice. That website is more like a kind of boutique type thing. They do scarves and shirts and a little more upscale stuff. So the prices reflect that. So this is actually $95 on the Vida website. And I think I have other angels on there as well on this particular bag. There's other tote bags on there too that aren't quite as expensive. But what's nice about this is it's got the flat bottom and it's leather. And so are the handles. They're leather as well. And then let me open this up. It's very nicely made. And it has a pocket with a zipper inside. So it's a very nice bag. And I think I took it, I took it to Donna's for that stitching afternoon, and someone said, hey, I want that bag. But now that I remember that it's from Vida, you actually can get it. And I like that it's kind of like worn looking. I mean, part of that is the way I paint as well, but anyways, it is a fabulous bag, I have to admit. Our Etsy shop has been closed since like a few days before we left for market because market, like that's going to be my thing now because market. Anyways, it's opening back up on Monday, and I have to show you this fantastic cookbook that Yarn Tree and Needlework Retailer put together. This cookbook was actually supposed to come out in 2021, but remember they didn't have the show in 2021, so it came out now. I forgot what I had put in there. So there is the chart that I gave for the cookbook is actually one of the charts, one of the small charts that's in the Flurry book. My bad, but hey, it's okay. These cookbooks are only available to shops and vendors or exhibitors that were at market. If you attended market, you can get this cookbook. It retails for $8, and here is, I'll just kind of scan slowly so you can see the list of people that contributed to this cookbook. I'm just going to go slow. There's 100+ recipes, and I think there's over, I think they said 29 cross-stitch designs scattered throughout the book. I mean, seriously, for $8, that's a steal of a deal. I have 75 of them. I think I only posted that I have 70 though, because I plan on doing some giveaways with it, and of course want to keep 1 or 2 for myself. But the cover is beautiful, isn't it? Don't those look delicious? So I wanted to let you know that, because some people are like, hey, I want to get that cookbook, but your shop's not open. I'm just trying to give Kevin a break, because once the shop is open, then he has more orders to fill. So, okay, I think that's it for that. Okay, I've got some questions. Lynn wanted to know, what portable light do you use? Do I have it down here? No, I don't. No, I don't have it down here. It is the Daylight Halo Table Magnifying Lamp. I will insert a picture of it and put a link in the description box below where you can purchase it on Amazon. Oh shoot, I didn't write down this person's name, but they ask, why is the show in your rooms? Wouldn't it make more sense if the show was to be held in a conference hall? And I have done many shows in conference halls or in convention centers, and I can tell you 1000% that I would rather have it in my suite. 2 reasons. The first is, well, there's actually 3, but the first is I have 24/7 access to my booth, so I can work on it anytime I need to. I won't have to worry about forgetting something in my room. If I need to use the bathroom during show hours, it's right there. I don't have to go anywhere. It's just awesome to have it right there and, you know, not have to drive to the show from your hotel and all that jazz. Just super convenient. The other thing is we take a ton of inventory. We have all of those pre-orders. There's no way we could function that way in just a 10 by 20 booth. And a 10 by 20 booth is actually large. Usually they're like 10 by 10. There's no way I could function with all of the inventory and things like that. So I love it that it's in our rooms. And it makes it more homey and comfy and cozy, I believe, way more than in a cold, huge, open convention center. That's just my take on it. But good question. It is a very good question, though. Lorraine asked, any chance your painting of Holly with the red dress will become a cross stitch? So at the beginning of my video, I have just some little paintings that I have done, and Holly is one of them that I painted during Vlogmas on my other YouTube channel. My answer is yes. I am going to chart that and hopefully release that. I'd love to have it for Needlework Expo in August, but I haven't even charted it yet, so that might not happen. But hopefully sometime this year before Christmas. Ross Clark Craft asked, any plans to make a Bella cow cross stitch anytime soon? So I have Wilbur and Tilly, the goat, and she wanted to know when I'm going to do Bella the cow, and I also have Sadie the sheep. I am so bad. Like, I need to get those charted. They are an intense thing to chart. They kind of fall in the line of when I chart my angels. A lot of color changes, and because I'm trying to get them to look like let me say that over, trying to get them to look like my paintings. So I need to spend some time on that because I want that to be a group of 4 that you could display in your home, and they're so stinking cute. So thanks for that question and that little reminder to get busy on those. Deidre asked, would you consider charting the middle sunflowers in both cross stitch and also instructions for satin or freehand stitching? She's talking about the antique that I purchased when I was at the Nashville market. So all of it is cross stitch except that bouquet in the center, which is satin stitches. I had thought about that before she asked that. I thought there must be a way I can do it. Like, I know I can do it. I probably will chart it and have it stitched all in cross stitches. And then in the instructions, I will also have it shown how to do it this way, the original way. Because there's some people that don't want to do the satin stitches. I think the satin stitches make it look more like a sunflower. But I think it would be beautiful just as cross stitches as well. So I am going to offer it both ways. Vicki asked, what was your best seller? My best seller was the Let Love Rain book. We actually had to order more before we left for market and have it shipped to market. Thank goodness we did that. And I have also placed another order for Let Love Rain since we've been home. So that one is just flying out the door, which is my favorite one. So I'm happy about that. Did you sell out of anything, she asked. Now this is interesting because I mentioned at the beginning of the video, every market, okay, wait, back up. I mentioned at the beginning of the video that when you have books published, you have a large amount published in order to keep the cost down. Had all of those books been patterns that had to be stuffed, we would have for sure run out at the show. We did not run out of any of the books at the show because I was determined to have enough printed and on hand for everybody, because I feel so bad when a shop comes in and we're sold out of like 3 or 4 patterns, which happens every year for us. But it didn't this year because they were all books. So that was awesome. Well, I shouldn't say all books. We still had the Biscore New and the Madonna and Child, but I didn't sell out of either one of those either. The one we did sell out of was the show exclusive with the 2 bunnies called Love is the Key. We sold out of that because I was late in getting that charted, therefore late in getting someone to stitch it. I actually didn't even ask anyone to stitch it. Someone volunteered, which was so kind. Thank you, Judy. She made tremendous progress on it in such a small amount of time, but it was nice to have it there so they could kind of gauge the size of the piece, what it would look like. And so it didn't allow Kevin a lot of time to print and stuff charts for that. He was in the back pretty much the whole day, Saturday and most of the day Sunday, stuffing charts in the back, like of our suite, because the front is the showroom, then there's the bathroom and the kind of kitchen area, and then the back there's the 2 beds and whatnot. So he was busy. He was busy the whole weekend. I think that's it for questions. That's it for questions. Okay, let's get into whips. I was so afraid that I forgot how to cross stitch because I'm new at it, and it has been at least 2 weeks, maybe 3 since I picked up cross stitch. Just all the market prep and then being gone for a week for market, and then when we got back all last week was still market. So I worked just a little bit this morning on the March ornament, the March small for my Faith and Stitches series that is only available as PDF downloads on my Etsy shop. So this is the one I'm working on. This is the March one. So My goal is always to have them available March 1st, or I'm sorry, the 1st of the month, but mark it. So I didn't have it done. I still don't have it done, but we're moving along. So what I stitched this morning while having my coffee, this is my favorite part of the day, is just having my coffee and either punch needling or stitching. I got the S done for Rejoices, and then I got the In, Your, and I started on Salvation. So after Salvation, then I just have this border. It's basically flipped and it will be on the bottom. So my goal this week is to have this completely finished, fully finished for you to see next weekend, and then have it in the Etsy shop. And then I need to get busy on the April one because time is flying. Like, what is today? The 12th? Yeah, 13th. So Monday is the 14th. So we're 2 weeks. So we're like halfway through March already. Come Monday. What is happening? What is happening? Can anyone slow this down? Then for my punch needle, I'm working on Old Glory. This is a punch needle I'm working on for, gosh, why does it darken so bad with punch needle? There we go. I'm working on this for a client. They will be making it into hooked rugs, chair pads, runners, all the things hooked. So I love it so much. I did a painting of this. That's the back, and that's the front. So I just have all this gray color to finish, and then there's an outer border in the navy color. So yeah, I'll have that done for sure by Monday, because I'll work on it tomorrow and just chill out. Ew, it's snowing out there again, y'all. It makes me sad. I'm over winter. I'm so over it. So those are my whips. I have a couple finishes, but they're not stitchy related. They're painting related. I finished this during What You Paint Wednesday, and I love it. Somebody asked me in the live if I was going to chart that, and I already have, and it's available in Patreon right now for March. I think it's tier 3 and 4. But it's called Robin's Garden, and I love it. This is what I want to see. I want to see robins, and I want to see flowers. I want to see snow. It's snowing hard right now, guys. And then, remember I showed you my haul, and this little square sketchbook, like, just stole my heart. It's square. I don't know what it is about square artwork, square painting, square whatever. I love square. So I just this morning or afternoon, I don't know, it was when I got down to the studio, I just had a little fun with this super cute sketch. So I drew it in pencil, and then I went over it with ink. Carrot picking. And I love that the bunnies look like they're flying. They're like jumping so high that they're flying, and there's just carrots everywhere. This would be so cute as cross stitch. I recorded myself sketching this, and it will be in my Creatube video on my other channel, which I'll have linked below. It'll probably be like sped up though, because you don't want to sit and watch me draw that. But anyway, I'm just loving this little thing. It's so cute. For finishes, I have some people that were nice enough to send in their Theresa Koget finishes. So let's go through those now. First up, we have Marcia Clifford. She stitched the January and February Faith in Stitches. The January one was Cast Your Cares on the Lord and He Will Sustain You. She said, I didn't have the fabric or the floss you were calling for, so I went to my supply, pulled out a piece of Witchelt Permin lamb's wool, 32 count. I used blended threads for the pinker part of the inner border, 1 strand each of DMC 3778 and 3830. She blended threads for the outer gold border, using a strand each of DMC 680 and 434. The dark green is DMC 936. The light dusky olive green is DMC 370. The flowers, outer petals are DMC 3830, middle petals are DMC 3778, and the golden centers are DMC 729. Thank you so much for that detail. That's wonderful because your colors are absolutely beautiful and maybe somebody will want to stitch it like you did. So thank you so much for that. The February one is those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. And it says, I was so very grateful there was less stitching involved in this one. Amen, sister. However, because I did not have the threads you used or the fabric, I went a little crazy. For me, blue is the color for so many things, but hope is one of them. A blue sky is always hopeful, at least here in Michigan. A fellow Michigander, I love it. She used Karen Impressions 068 Mediterranean, which is a silk. She switched the yellow and the red. The yellow was not showing up on the lamb's wool. The red is Threadworks. She got eons ago when those threads were called Needle Necessities, and the number is long gone. The yellow's WDW. Sorry, Weeks Dye Works Curry, which the number is 2220. The green is Weeks Dye Works Hunter 2156. She said, I had a really hard time reading the artistic W in the pattern and felt that it was more important for the words to be read easily, especially for the grandkids. So I simplified the W, and that gave enough space so both flowers could be standing upright. Yes, I like to emphasize Lord in shades of red. I hope you don't mind too much, Theresa. I so enjoy your videos and looking forward to March. We'll have to find another fabric in my box. Fun! So thank you, Marcia. She's in Grand Rapids, Michigan. I love it when you all change the patterns to suit what you have in your stash or, you know, your beliefs or, you know, putting in a date that's significant to you or initials. I love all that, so not a problem at all. It doesn't offend me whatsoever. Okay, next we have Audrey Brett's. She stitched Those Who Hope in the Lord Will Renew Their Strength, which was the February Faith in Stitches. She said, when I saw this, I knew it would be perfect for my best friend. I gave it to her for her birthday. I stitched it on 30 count platinum linen and changed the flosses to DMC, modifying the colors a bit. Thank you for the beautiful charts that you create. I look forward to the rest of the Faith in Stitches finishes. I know I will want to stitch them all. Thank you so much, Audrey. I love it. What a nice gift for her friend. Next we have Lynne Laforce. She stitched Pet All the Dogs, Hug All the Cats. Hi Theresa, I wanted to share my compilation of Pet All the Dogs with you. I hope you don't mind, but I combined the dogs and the cats in my piece. I have 2 dogs at the moment and 1 cat. I have added them into my finish. First, thank you so much for creating this chart. I love everything about it. I started this project on January 19th. This was 7 days post-op from spinal fusion surgery. I had only been home 3 days and needed something to occupy my mind and keep me sane to forget about how uncomfortable I was. So thank you for assisting in my recovery. I completed it last night. I'm not in too much pain, just annoyed at the limited mobility. It was stitched on 36 count antique ivory lace. This was my first 36 count. Now it is my favorite. All the called for colors were used. I adapted the dogs to match my 2 Rottweilers. My girl Zola is the one with no tail. My boy Nico is the one with the tail. The cats are also to match. The middle cat is Peanut, and the 2 on the side are Panda and Gem. They're both over the Rainbow Bridge. I will get this framed once I can drive, hopefully soon. Thank you for your artwork. Love watching your Flosstube videos and can't wait for the new releases at market. Lynn, oh my gosh. First of all, thank you so much. The fact that you stitched this during your recovery and it helped keep your mind off the pain, that is amazing. Thank you for sharing that with me. Thank you for sharing your beautiful work. And I love that you changed it to suit your pets. That's amazing. So we wish you many well wishes and speedy recovery. Noelle Weston, she said, hello Theresa, I love your primitive Santa chart. I especially love the snowman in his pocket. Stitched on 32 count lamb's wool by Witch Out with all the called for threads. This was my first time using Valdani thread for cross stitch. For the quarter stitches, I added back stitching so the fabric didn't show through the stitches. I can't wait to start another one of your primitive charts. Thank you for sharing your talent. Thank you, Noelle, for sharing your beautiful finish. I love how you finished it, and those little scissors sitting there, so cute. All right, last we have Donna Schlegel. She posted this in our Patreon Facebook group, and she said, thank you for this beautiful pattern, Theresa. She stitched this on 28 count mushroom Lagana. Let Love Reign Among Nations. The name of the chart is Among Nations. This is the freebie that I handed out to all the shops at Market. I'm going to give them time to disperse that through for all of their customers. And then in about a month, when I put all of my new releases in my Etsy shop, I will add this to my website for a freebie. That way, for those of you who, you don't have an LNS that you can get this from, you'll be able to get it from my website. I also gave permission that this can be shared everywhere. So if somebody gets it and they want to, post it on Pinterest or whatever, I give permission. Share it everywhere. This message has to be, it's the only way to live in peace, is to let love reign among nations. And I'm just going to take this opportunity to talk a little bit about what's going on in the world and, our friends in Ukraine and the Russian people that don't want this war. And my heart just goes out to everyone that this has touched their lives. I can't even imagine that kind of fear. And, anything we can do to help. I mentioned in my Instagram stories to go to Etsy and you can search, creators, I'm sorry, I'm lost for words, creators that are from the Ukraine, and you can look at their PDFs. I wouldn't necessarily buy something from them that's not a PDF because they might be displaced. I mean, they might not be able to ship you the order unless you want to just do it as a donation type thing. But, you can certainly buy PDFs and then they get the money, you get the chart. It's no worry to them that way. And then there's other 911 Stitcher talked about a lot of places that you can donate your money to help with, the people that are displaced and leaving their homes, and they need food, they need, I think, blankets. There's, I've been seeing a lot of posts and things like that. Sorry, I needed a little coffee break there. Okay. I have so much haul. I'm going to do, let's just do the haul right now. And that way I'm going in order of how I wrote it and I won't get confused. I have a lot of haul, you guys. Oh, you know what? Before I do that, I want to go over some past finishes, previous finishes, or whatever you call it, just because I haven't put them away yet. And I think people like to stitch Christmas ornaments like all through the year so that they have them ready for Christmas. So before I put all these Christmas ornaments away, I wanted to show you them. Jeepers. Alrighty. So the Star Ornament series started off, I don't even know what year that was. It was a long time ago though, with the snowman. These are all beautifully finished by Vanna Pfeiffer. And I supplied all of the finishing to her. That's what I like to do so that she doesn't have to try to guess, what fabric to put on and trying to make it easy for her. And then, was it 2020? I think it was 2020, like the 1st of December, I came out with the next 3 in that series. And I have probably 30 of these sketched out in my sketchbook, and I need to get charting them because I want to continue this. I think a whole tree of all these star ornaments would be fabulous. So that's the Santa one. Then we have December 25th. I love how she puts the rusty star on those. And then last but not least, actually the most important one, Jesus is the reason. There we go. Is it coming in? And then I'm pretty sure these next 4 came out in August at Needlework Expo, I believe. Anyways, let me see if I can get this to show up good. God, if I can get my face out of there. There we go. So these 2 are in one pattern. All of that in the front is stitched. Those lines and everything are stitched. And then I just cut out a piece of cardboard that would fit in it for the finishing. So simple. And then I used Dames of the Needle mini pom-pom in the color Noir. And then the Santa and reindeer one. These 2 come in a pattern as well. So yeah, we'll be opening our Etsy shop on Monday if you're interested in those, or check with your LNS or your ONS. But I need to take these up to the house because I'm going to put them on my tree. Not now, but you know what I mean. Where's the other one? I hadn't put this one away yet either. This is Top Hat Sheep. I don't know what that floss is that the sheep was stitched with, but it sure turned out cool, didn't it? Love that. And then a punch needle that I have not put away yet. This is Soul Sisters. And then you can put your friend's initials in there. So I've got KA for Kristen Alexander and then TK for Theresa Koget. This is also available in cross stitch. And I just finished it on this box that I grungied the heck out of. So grungy. And from Market, I still have the number on it. Some other haul that I got is I'm trying to make some notebooks. And, trying to find, I can't believe how expensive they are. But I'm trying to find a company that will do a good job and not have it cost an arm and a leg. I mean, like, who's going to pay $10 for a small little notebook like that? So I've been looking around. I've checked Vistaprint. I forget what the name of this company was, but I wasn't happy with the color on these. The linen on, it looks like it's, this is Gather, and it looks like it was stitched on gray. It's not stitched on gray. All of the warmth of the colors look just grayed out and horrible. So I'm not happy with how these turned out. I mean, they're still cool, and I'll use them eventually, I suppose. But that's why I didn't place a big order, because I'm like, I don't even know if I'm gonna like this company. And then I went to Vistaprint and I got a quote from them, and I think they're too expensive. So notebooks might or might not be in my future, because who doesn't need notebooks, right? I was watching Steel City Stitchers. I can't remember who mentioned it or who bought the bag, but they recently had their first retreat in Pittsburgh, and somebody walked in with this bag, and so they were like, oh my gosh, where'd you get that bag? So then they ordered one themselves, and they were showing it on their Flosstube. So I instantly went to this company. Let me just show you. Blue Q is the name of the company. BlueQ.com. And they have some hilarious things on there. So Kristen sometimes watches my Flosstube videos. So Kristen, if you're watching this, you're going to get a kick out of this because this is me to a T. Don't let me get too hungry because I can be really crabby. Hangry lunch bag. Is that not adorable? I love the side pattern on there. But it's made out of, I think this is recycled material. I can't remember. What does it say? 1% of the sale of this bag supports environmental initiatives around the globe. Over 250,000. Well, okay. Well, I'm pretty sure it's made out of recycled material. I thought it said somewhere on there. Let's see if it says on here. No. Okay, so don't quote me on that because I'm not sure now. Then I bought this. I love this. Art supplies. Feed your creative juices. My gosh, my stomach's growling. I hope you can't hear that. Isn't that cool? Let me move that tag. She's like shooting a bow and arrow, but it's a paintbrush and there's paint coming off the end of it. I love this. I love these kind of bags. Put your pencils in and stuff. And this is so durable. It's kind of plasticky. Yeah, 95% recycled material. So cute. They're out of Pittsfield, Massachusetts. Then I bought one for Easton and Ellery. Who's awesome? You're awesome. Obviously that's for Easton with the dinosaur. And then I'm a girl. What's your superpower? They will love this. I haven't given them to them yet when I wanted to show them on here, but I want to fill them with crayons because they kind of fight over the crayons a little bit. I'm like, you know, he can be on one side of the table, she can be on the other. They can have their own crayons, or I might get them color pencils. I don't know. I don't know if they're ready for color pencils or not. This is so stinking cute. Look at that little coin purse. Oops, I'm buying something again. Oh my gosh, how adorable is that? And she's got a little like artist beret hat on. It's just perfect. And then these little mints. Oh my gosh, this is me. Go away, I'm introverting. Isn't that hilarious? She's got her munchies. I think that's so cute. So yeah, check them out. Another one of my haul purchases was this In Command laptop bag case. I got this for my new laptop. My new laptop that is a beast. It's an Apple, and I got like so much memory on it because the laptop I'm on, that's my third laptop in I don't know how many years, but I really don't know. I go through them like crazy because they're my workhorse. And I ran out of room on the laptop I'm using now, so I got an external hard drive and got all the stuff off it. Anyways, it's having some issues. It keeps overheating and all that stuff. So I bought this laptop that has so much room on it, and because I do a lot of videos and stuff, and then I forget to delete them off. I don't know. It's a whole thing, and I need to get more organized with that kind of thing. But anyway, all that to say, I got a new laptop case, In Command. I absolutely love her. The color is amazing. I don't know how they get the color so beautiful on these products, but so that's actually in my Etsy shop as well. I think that's it. Okay, so I'm going to move on to Stitchy Kindness. I saw Paula and Carlton several times at market. Wonderful to run into them and see them and visit. Okay, let me back up. I did an exclusive design only available from them in their shop. I will put their email below if you want to purchase that chart. You have to do it through them. You can either call them or email them. And it's called In His Image. She's working with an engraver to make floss drops, needle minders, and corner gauges. So here is the needle minder. There's 3 different designs. This one is my favorite. Made in the image of God. So they pulled that from the sampler. And then here is your corner gauge. And here is your floss card or floss drop or whatever. But they're made out of wood and they're very nice. So those are available, again, exclusively at Craft Gallery in Findlay, Ohio. Get in touch with Paula if you are interested in any of these. So then the person also took another part of the design and made these love needle minder, and my face out of there. That's the needle minder, the corner gauge, and the floss card. Aren't they cool? Last but not least, basically the design is made in the image of God, and it basically is just saying that God made us all. In His eyes, we are all created equal. It doesn't matter your skin color, it doesn't matter your status or your culture or what, you know what I mean? He made us all, He loves us all, so people shouldn't be trying to put themselves above another race or another, status and all that. So that's what that whole design is based on. So this is also taken from that design. All the sweet little children holding hands, because little kids don't see color. They just see another little kid to play with. Made in the image of God. And then again, the corner gauge. All right, so I'm going to also share this person's information. P&B Creations. Beautiful work. While I was at market, one of my big time goals was to go to all of the fabric dyers' rooms. Did I make it to all of them? Unfortunately, no. I made it to 2 out of the, 4 or 5. There might have even been more than that. And then one was right down the hall from me. And I don't know, I was just like a mad woman on Sunday trying to go around and see everybody. But I made it into Fabric by Stephanie's room. And she gave me some Stitchy Kindness. She gave me 3 of her colors. So I am stoked. This one is Nature's Dance. This is a 40 count linen. Look at that beautiful color. I think it's showing up pretty true. Look at all that. I think that would be great for a fall piece. Next we have Hearthstone. Look at that blue jean color. I love it. That'd be so awesome with a red, white, and blue. Or that would be really great for in the Flurry book, Pray for Peace, that snowman. That would look great on that. And then last but not least, we have Mertog, named after the character in Outlander. But this is like a gray. How beautiful is that? Gray with some brown. Again, I think Americana would look great on that. I think Americana looks amazing on a gray linen. So thank you so much, Stephanie. And then guess what? She's from Michigan. I was like, what? She is about an hour and 20 minutes from us. So that was very cool. Very nice to meet her and her husband. And then Stitchy Kindness. This is from 3 Stitches from Spring, Texas. She gave me this set of coasters, and it shows the Texas bluebonnets. Very sweet. Thank you so much. Then we got a nice visit from the Black Needle Society. And it says retreat in a box. It's so cute. So this little teeny tiny box, which I love and adore. So there are some floss drops in there. A sticker. Ooh, it's blingy. So I don't know if you know, but I designed a fleece blanket for them for their advent. And so they came in and treated me with this wonderful gift. And then a floss ring to go with my floss cards. My Lord. And then a little 3-inch ruler. And then a little candle, a little votive candle, or tea light. Sorry, it's tea light. So thank you so much, ladies. I love it. Okay, I gotta clean up my mess now. And then Elizabeth from Dames of the Needle. Love her products. She is a doll and a sweetheart. We got to talk a little bit here and there, but I really wanted to go back into her booth and look around more. And like I said, Sunday was absolutely crazy. But I had placed an order with her before market and said I can pick it up at market, which reminds me I still have to pay her for it. But I wanted Noir, her mini pom-pom Noir, and then the Shakespeare's Primitive Red. Oh my gosh. That color is to die for. I used that on one of my new punch needles that I released at market. So then on top of that, she threw in a bunch of amazing things for me to try out, and I so appreciate it. So let's see. I'm trying to get it in order here. All right. We got some hot salsa ribbon. Black crinkle ribbon. 2 of those actually. Then she gave me 2 of Shakespeare's Primitive Red crinkle ribbon. Now isn't that interesting how pale that is? It's just how the dye takes to different fabrics. Madder Sandwich. Oh, Mater. Mater Sandwich. That's cute. I love that name. And then a dark green ribbon. That's beautiful. And then we have some Rick Rack Boxing Day. That's a nice green. Gold Dusted Hot Santa. Mini pom-pom. I love mini pom-pom. And then Mater Sandwich Chenille. Look how tiny that chenille is. I love it. So thank you so much, Elizabeth. I appreciate it so much. Gosh, I freak out when I get low on my finishing trims. And then Lois from Lady Dot Creates, she didn't make it to market. It was so sad. I love going in to visit with her too. She was not there, so I hope everything's okay with her. What else did we get? So when you arrive at market, you go in and register, and you get your name tags. You get the show book that has all of the exhibitors listed in it, all the things, and they give you this like care package. Well, these are the only 2 things I have left in my care package: fruit snacks and Oreos. But everything else I ate. It was delicious. Thank you so much. And then Gentle Arts came around and gave us this cute bag. She gave us an amazing pen with their logo on it. A very, very cool, look at the texture on that. It looks like linen. A very cool journal. And then there are new colors for Market, so I want to make sure to share those with you. Now, I have not used Gentle Arts in any of my designs, not because I don't like them. They have beautiful colors. I have Weeks Dye Works, Classic Color Works, and DMC. Those are the three I always use. The reason I have not used Gentle Art is because I don't know where I would put it. I don't, like right now, the things that I do have, the only one that's organized is the Weeks Dye Works because I have a spinner rack that has it all on there. But my Classic Color Works and my DMC, very unorganized. I'm working on getting it organized. And when I redo my studio, I'm going to reorganize this whole side over here because it's set up for when we had employees. So I have like these 3 different stations. Well, I want to take those half walls down and open that area up. And then I will have more room for organizing because I really would, I'll be honest, I really would like to add their floss to my designs and my choices. I think the more choices you have as a designer, the better, you know. So it's definitely nothing against their beautiful floss colors because look at that juiciness. Well, there you go. It gets dark again. Look how beautiful those are. So we have, this one is Distressed Denim, this beautiful blue. We have Cobblestone, which is gorgeous. And then we have, this is the Simply Wool. This is called Misty Harbor. It's kind of a purple color. So thank you so much for that. I love it. It's a very nice gift. Okay, last but definitely not least. Oh my heavens to Betsy. I can't even explain to you the emotions I felt when I opened this next gift. I videotaped myself opening it because I didn't want you to see my face. Like I was tearing up. It is the most personalized gift. I mean, it's just all handmade, all very practical and usable things, and made by someone that I've kind of come to know through the internet, you know, through commenting and, you know, she's amazing. Her name is Chris Yo, as the Yo Flies. So let me show you her information first, and then I will insert the video of the amazing things that she gave to me. So Chris works full time, but she is creative as all get out, and she has an Etsy shop where she sells all kinds of amazing things. I love her business cards so much because this reminds me of those Valentine's cards. Remember when you were a kid and for Valentine's Day you could exchange these little cards? That's what that artwork reminds me of. It is absolutely precious. So I'm going to insert that picture, or that video, here. Oh my gosh. Lord. Oh my God. How are people so nice? You guys, did she not spoil me or what? I'm just blown away by her work, the attention to detail, the fussy cutting of these journals. Like on my journal, I'm going to show you this fox because I did not even realize she fussy cut the fox in the back. But she fussy cut that fabric to put that fox in the back, and then she did the moth in the front. She used my fabric. I mean, projects, you know, this is a project book. So she sells these things on her Etsy shop, and I really think you should go and support her and her work. And I really love that, I don't know in my video if that showed up, but you know, at the end of my video, I try to remember to say, create every day. Look at what she did. The attention to detail. Like, somebody couldn't make you something like this if they didn't know you. Like, she knows me, obviously. She's my fabric. She has the create every day. Those floss bling. Oh my gosh, with the grandkids and my dog and my husband. I was showing it to Kevin, and I waited to show him the Athena's last, and he saw the Athena one. He goes, wow, she really knows you. I'm like, yeah, she does. So I am blown away by that gift, and I am just so grateful. And I tell you what, I know I said it in my last video. I swear to you, I could say it every single video because it is heartfelt and it is the truth. This community is the most giving and kind and loving and supportive and encouraging bunch of people I've ever met in my entire life. And I cannot get over how many friends I have gained since starting Flosstube. It blows me away. I mean, I really can't even put it into words. And I'm just so grateful. So grateful. And I owe it to Bobby, the evening stitcher on Instagram. Bobby is the one that told me about Flosstube #1. Also encouraged me to start a channel 2 years in a row. And I finally listened to her and did it. And it's just enriched my life so much. And I'm just blessed. Okay, guys, I think that's it. I had a list of things I was going to talk about too, little things about market, but it was mostly just about people that I met and got to talk with and was thrilled to meet, but I didn't get a picture with them. Other Flosstubers that were there. Country Stitches, Lori Wilson, Noah Stitches, Almond M&M's, Ymir. I wish I would have got to her room. I didn't know she had a room there. I didn't really go through the book. Like, I ran out of time and I was just flying around on Sunday. And I saw a post from Jean from the Attic Needlework, and she said one of the highlights of Nashville for her was meeting Ymir and seeing her beautiful stitching in person. I was like, what does she do? Well, she stitches 1/1 on 56 count with no magnification or glasses. What? So Ymir is blessed with amazing eyesight. I just think that is incredible. And I wish I could have seen that in person. You know, you can look at it on her Flosstube. I'll link her below. It will never do it justice. You guys know that from going into an LNS and seeing the models. It just, oh, I'm so sad I didn't get to go in and see her work. Bobby from Pumpkin Creek Primitives. Also, I of course saw Barbara and Steph from Keepsakes. I didn't get a picture with them. I think it was on Friday, and that was from 4 to 8, was an absolute zoo. Ran into Tracy Horner from Ink Circles. I got to see LaDonna and meet her in person. Love her. I went into, I know that Nikki's Creations, I know she had travel issues and she couldn't get to the show. So she had Susie Reno run her room for her, her booth or whatever you want to call it. And I wanted to make sure and stop in and say hi. So I peeked in to say hi, go in there, and then Marcy Thiessen's in there sitting with her. So I sat on the couch and we were talking. And then Jennifer, the purple stitcher, and Tara from Sully 1040 on Instagram. Tara Sullivan came in, and we just sat there and visited and laughed and had just a great conversation. It was hard to leave, but it's like I got to keep moving or I'm not going to be able to see everybody. Who else did I see? Oh, Lori of La Di Da. Love her. Went into her room. She had a bunch of people in there that she was waiting on and working with and talking to. And so I'm like, oh, I'll come back. Didn't make it back. I was so bummed about that. Janine McGowan from the Blue Flower. Oh my gosh, she came in while we were setting up Friday. We got to visit a little bit then. Why didn't I take a picture? I don't know. I was setting up. I wasn't thinking about it, but so bummed I didn't get a picture. Aaron from Autumn Lane Stitchery. I love Aaron. He's amazing. I love his wife Cassandra, and I just we passed each other in the hallway. I went to his room. He was gone. He said he went to my room like 5 times and I was never there. He got to visit with my husband. And then I was going down the stairs because the elevators were insane and you had to wait too long. So I was just using the stairs. And I heard someone behind me with flip-flops. Boom, 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 down the stairs, you know. And so I get to the door, I open it, and I turn around, and it was Aaron. So we talked for just a brief minute then. But and then the day we left, I got to see him again for just a short minute. But I wanted to go in his booth. Well, if he would have been in his room when I stopped by, I would have been in there. But anyway, oh yeah, I wanted to tell you guys to check out Jordan Cross Stitch or Jordan X Stitch on Instagram. She did an amazing TikTok video that I think has probably gone viral by now, where we were all like acting like we were passing one of our pieces. Oh, it's super cool. I will put a link to that below. Also, I did 2 interviews while I was there, one with Theresa and one with Charmaine. Charmaine is ex-military. So thank you for your service. I told her that in person, but we sat and chatted for probably 45 minutes, and she was recording it, and she's going to start a blog. She's also a photographer. She is always watching me on What You Paint Wednesday when Kristen and I are together, so she kind of knew Kristen as well. It was just amazing to meet her. God, I hope I don't forget anybody. Oh, and then Stacy Nash. Went into her room, said hi, she let me record, but she was busy, you know, waiting on somebody, and I didn't get to like chit chat with her too much, so I was bummed about that. But anyways, if I forgot to mention you, my apologies. I thoroughly enjoyed meeting everybody, and it was just a blast. I'm going to end on that note. So thank you everybody for watching. I so appreciate you being here and supporting me and my channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do that, because when I do my giveaway video this coming week, only subscribers will be able to win. And I don't normally check that, but I'm going to check it because I want the gifts to go to people that are subscribed. I mean, that only makes sense. So thank you again for being here, and don't forget, create every day. Bye.